Baruch Spinoza, also known as Benedict de Spinoza, was a Dutch philosopher of Sephardic Jewish origin who laid the groundwork for the 18th century Enlightenment and modern biblical criticism. His work is considered a great rupture in the medieval worldview and a forerunner of modern philosophy, especially regarding the philosophy of mind, epistemology, metaphysics, ethics, and political theory. One of the central figures of rationalism, his thought represents a radical departure from the philosophy of his time, particularly from the scholastic and Cartesian traditions. Born in Amsterdam, Spinoza's early life was deeply influenced by the Jewish community to which he belonged. However, his critical and unorthodox views on God, faith, and the human condition led to his excommunication from the Jewish community in 1656. Following this event, Spinoza moved to Rijnsburg, where he adopted the Latin name Benedictus, and earned a living as a lens grinder, a trade that likely contributed to the respiratory issues that would eventually lead to his death. Spinoza's philosophy is marked by an uncompromising form of monism, which he systematically expounded in his most famous work, Ethica Ordine Geometrico Demonstrata, Ethics Demonstrated in Geometrical Order, published posthumously in 1677. In this work, he posited that God and nature are two names for the same reality, which he described as a single unified substance. Contrary to Descartes, who posited two kinds of substances, mental and physical, Spinoza maintained that there is only one substance, which is both extended and thinking. This conception is famously known as substance monism. Spinoza's God or nature is radically different from the God of traditional theism. According to Spinoza, God does not have a personality, does not act with purpose, and does not reward or punish. Everything that happens is a result of God's nature, and all things are determined by the laws of nature. This view, called determinism, led to his unique take on human emotions and ethics. In ethics, Spinoza argued that good and evil are not features of the world itself, but are merely features of our subjective responses to it. Human beings are not free in the traditional sense, but are part of the deterministic natural order. Freedom, for Spinoza, is equivalent to enlightenment, which entails understanding the world through reason, thereby allowing one to achieve a form of psychological self-mastery and peace, which he called blessedness. For Spinoza, individuals are not sinful or in need of divine grace. Rather, they are more or less healthy, depending on how rationally they understand their place in the natural order and act accordingly. In political theory, Spinoza's works, such as the Theologico-Political Treatise, 1670, are notable for their arguments for secularism and freedom of thought. He advocated for a secular democratic political order where freedom of thought and speech are protected, and he is often cited as a precursor to modern liberal democracy. In summary, Baruch Spinoza was a pioneering figure whose ideas were revolutionary during his time and continue to be influential in contemporary philosophy. His metaphysical ideas, ethical views, and political thoughts have inspired countless thinkers and have established him as one of the most important and provocative philosophers in Western history.